get you the live pictures that are now coming in of Prime Minister Narendra Modi with the top leaders that have started to arrive at the Bharat Mandapam. There you can see those pictures that are now coming in from inside the hall as the Prime Minister will be inaugurating the India AI Impact Summit, which aims to position the country as a leader in the field of artificial intelligence, and that also envisions a future where technology advances humanity. And this event that is set to commence with an opening ceremony where the Prime Minister is now expected to deliver the inaugural speech, and all of the latest updates that you can watch here right here on Times Now as far as the presence of global leaders and business industry leaders is also now being marked with this biggest AI Impact Summit as it is now being held in Delhi's Bharat Mandapam. There you can see claps and the Prime Minister there being acknowledged. He's been acknowledging the crowd there that is now gathered as India now finds itself to be one of the biggest countries there holding this AI revolution and being well positioned to be a leader in the AI summit. Let's get connected with our reporters there on ground as well. Pragya, the Prime Minister's inside, top leaders there as far as UN representatives. We are looking at top global leaders, industry leaders, all being present in this very hall inside Bharat Mandapam.
Minister greeted everyone, welcomed everyone. He's waving to people, and in fact, Mr. Lula of Brazil is seen, sitting beside him. There are other leaders who also came and greeted Prime Minister as a host. We also greeted them back, and this is also one big moment for India as well. Prime Minister is has seized every opportunity to show that India is ready to lead the world, even if that would mean that there is technology of the developed nation. India is ready with the infrastructure, and India has every potential to do that. It has human resource, it has power, it has intellect, it has every intent of becoming the superpower. And in fact, this is what is shown in these visuals. These visuals, Amita, is very powerful. It is sending a message across to every other country in the world. In fact, everyone who is not here must be taking note and sitting and watching these visuals, because what India is doing right now, it has never done it, and neither any country has even intended or attempted to do it. What India is doing right now is also bringing everyone together, not for making a group that can destroy other country, but bringing every country together to ensure that there is peace, there is prosperity in each and every country. This is the larger message that Prime Minister must be sending across today, as he's set to address the gathering as well. These are the top influential tech giants. These are the top leaders, head of states of more than 20 countries, ministers. They are all in presence right now, and the Prime Minister will be speaking very shortly. There, as soon as the gathering is complete, everyone is seated. This is set to become one of the most important event of one of the important program and event of the year as well, Amita.
All right, and in fact, Pragya, very significant because, various heads of state. There's Brazil President Lula, who's present over there. There's President Macron of France, who's present. The UN Secretary General is present. The Spanish Prime Minister also present over there. The Prime Minister of Finland also. Several such countries who are present over here. The heads of state, the heads of government of various such countries. And if not the heads of government, then deputy prime ministers, two various important ministers who are in fact participating in this particular summit. And that is really what goes to show the importance that is being attached as far as the world is concerned. The world very clearly, will want to listen to what India has to say when it comes to an AI summit such as this. India already a huge powerhouse when it comes to its information technology resources and, of course, its own digital infrastructure assets to capitalize on this and take it forward to the logical conclusion as far as the AI direction is concerned. That's really the roadmap that this entire summit is going to be setting. And let me take this across to my colleague Rishabh as well, who's joining us. Rishabh, we're looking at a huge number of names, diplomatically speaking, from France to Brazil to Spain. Now, these are not only the global south countries that are paying attention, but several of the world's most advanced and most developed economies as well. who certainly want to ensure that when India speaks, when India has its own vision for AI that is articulated, that they are listening in and they are also all set to participate and reap the benefits of India's own engagement with the industry leaders as well as various nations of the world. Rishabh.
Well, definitely, Madhav. If we see, there are 22 heads of state and heads of government and 2 leaders from the global bodies. IMF MD is here, UN Secretary General is also here. Leaders from France, the President of France, President of Estonia, President of Switzerland, then you have Prime Minister of Greece, and then Prime Minister of Kazakhstan, and there are 22 such leaders who are converging here at Bharat Mandapam. And the visuals are now coming in where Prime Minister can be seen speaking to these leaders ahead of his address at the plenary session. What we're given to understand that 9:40 is when Prime Minister, this plenary session will begin, and 10:25 is when Prime Minister would be speaking here. But, before that, this personal, meetings between the leader is something that is actually, the essence of this summit. We have seen that there have been official bilaterals at Hyderabad House yesterday. There was a gala dinner that took place at Bharat Mandapam last night. Today also there are official bilateral engagements, but apart from the bilateral engagements, the one-on-one relationship that Prime Minister share with these leaders is something that makes the outcome more fruitful. In the G20, while the world was polarized on Russia-Ukraine conflict back in 2023, remember, 1.5 years into Russia-Ukraine war, India managed to bring out a joint statement, a New Delhi declaration, which many had written off during the course of
I believe the Union IT Minister and INB Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw is speaking. Let's cut in live to that session.
From the industry, media, and dear students, a very warm welcome to India. Welcome to the first AI summit in the global south, and of course the biggest AI summit so far. We have participation from 118 countries. Thank you all for making this summit a grand success. Friends, AI is a foundational technology. It is already transforming how we work, learn, and make decisions. Our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji believes that the true value of technology lies in ensuring that its benefits reach the masses. Our Prime Minister's vision is to democratize technology, deploy it at scale, make it accessible to all. That's why in our country, in India, we are working on all the 5 layers of the AI stack. The first layer is the application layer. We sincerely believe that ROI will come from this layer. And this is where the real benefit will flow to the masses in line with our Prime Minister's vision. That is why we are building real-world solutions in healthcare, agriculture, education, logistics, design, financial services, every sector wherever the benefits can reach the masses. The second layer is the model layer, and that's where the sovereignty comes in. While we understand that very large models will continue to push the frontier, we also understand and believe that more than 90% of the use cases can be addressed with smaller, focused models. These specialized models will deliver greater value to our masses by addressing specific use cases at much lower cost per token as well as overall cost of access. Our bouquet of sovereign models, many of which have been launched during this summit, they are all focused on multimodal and multilingual capabilities because we have a very diverse culture and we have hugely diverse linguistic scenario in our country. We have launched some of these models during this summit, and these models have stood their ground against frontier models on the points that matter most to us. The third layer is the compute layer, and here, once again, our Prime Minister's vision of democratizing technology is clearly visible. We treat compute as a public good, and that's why in a public-private partnership, we have created a common compute platform where we are providing access to 38,000 GPUs at a very affordable rate for our startups, academia, researchers, and students. And we will be adding another 20,000 GPUs to this common compute platform. The fourth layer is the infra layer, with our talent pool and very trusted policies. And recently, our Honorable Prime Minister has announced during the budget a very big policy shift towards getting the world's data to India, to reside in India, to be processed here, and to deliver high-value services to the entire world. We expect large investments in data centers in the coming months. The fifth layer is the energy layer. Friends, it's the commitment towards clean energy that our Honorable Prime Minister has always shown, and that's why in our country today, more than 50% of the power generation capacity is from the clean sources, from renewable sources. Our visionary Prime Minister has recently reformed the nuclear energy sector also, which is another very good sector for providing that base load of clean energy. We have a robust grid which has been practically rebuilt over the last 1 decade. In this context window, this is the context window in which we are building our AI ecosystem. Stanford University AI Index places India among the leading countries in AI adoption, AI talent, and AI diffusion. But we are also conscious of the challenges which are facing our IT industry. And to mitigate it, we are working with the industry and academia to upskill, reskill, and to build a new talent pipeline for this new intelligence age. While we harness the benefits of AI, we must also find collective solutions for mitigating the risks. By placing human safety and dignity at the heart of AI, we can move forward with conviction. Together, through this summit and through all the collective efforts and through the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, let us shape an AI future of the humans, by the humans, and for the humans. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for the welcome remarks. And before I move on, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to welcome our distinguished guests. We have with us His Excellency Emmanuel Macron, the Honorable President of France, who's joined us now. Please welcome him. The previous host of AI Summit was France, and it's indeed our privilege to welcome you here again this morning, President Emmanuel Macron. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to welcome Shri N. Chandrasekaran, Chairman of the Tata Group, to the dais to share his visionary insights on artificial intelligence. Please welcome Shri N. Chandrasekaran, Chairman, Tata Group.
Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, Your Excellencies, Heads of State, policy makers, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is an extraordinary privilege to be here this morning and participate in this AI Summit. India is a nation of AI optimists. Our enthusiasm is not surprising.
All right, from inside, as far as the live updates that now we are picking up, the AI summit that has now begun and has been taking place, where it comes to the Prime Minister's arrival there amongst top industry leaders and global leaders as well. French President Emmanuel Macron should also be expected to speak here, but all of these developments that have been taking place with the presence of multiple countries there, France, Spain, Estonia, Switzerland, that are now being represented by the heads of state at the India AI Summit, and several European countries, over 20 of them are participating in this summit, including 12 at the Ministerial levels. And what is now being said that the view of Europe's role as a hub of digital governance and responsible AI frameworks and the EU's contribution to global norms for AI is something that is now being highlighted in this AI summit. So this is where they are taking a step forward, Pragya, as far as AI that puts people at the center, and this very revolution is something that India is leading. Of course, that seems to be the highlights and the key takeaways that have been presented by Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw himself.
Absolutely, Amita. And the last line that Ashwini Vaishnaw, INB Minister and METI Minister said is this is a technology and AI which needs to be of the people, by the people, for the people. That essentially has put, the strategy of India at least, and also the goal of India on how the AI should be, reshaped and shaped in this particular context. And he has said that this is also a sovereign IT model that the government also of India wants to, make, and also that AI should reach masses. So basically what the government is saying, and has put that in context, that there must be various big data labs, but that all should be focusing on the needs of the common man. It should reach masses. We should democratize AI resources, and not just that. It will also help in doing away with inequality in the society. And this is the larger message that the government is sending across to all the countries and experts who are present here at the moment. And the opening statement by IT Minister says that AI must reach the masses, but it should benefit every one of them. And this is why the sovereign key models are very important. And he has spoken about private-public partnerships.
The presence of world leaders, top industry leaders that we are looking at, and of course this summit that highlights India's role when it comes to global AI landscape, bringing together international policymakers, tech leaders to discuss the impact and the governance of artificial intelligence on a global scale. We will be standing by for the Prime Minister's address. In the meantime, let's head into a short break.